Hey there! It is the week of Christmas, and I just want to do a weekend review and a massive thank you. So, I started this about a year ago, and I was not expecting anything, and I just did it so I could share my experience and then move on from that. And it's sort of a point of encouragement, inspiration for myself, possibly for other people. Excuse me. And I do see and can tell that I've made some sort of impact, maybe not exactly what I had hoped initially, but it's been meaningful to me. And so if you don't make it any further in the video, I hope from this you get that it has been great that you followed me along this last year. I'm not quitting it anytime soon that I'm aware of. I'm doing it. It'll be a hit and miss. I'm still going to try to do the weekend review. I'll be doing a couple more things, and that will be coming up. And I hope to get a couple playthroughs. I think that there's some games out there that if people see if there's other games out there, they may respond positively, and it may help them to take the leap towards those games. So again, thank you. Thank you for following me. Thank you for liking. If you have a suggestion, a question, please put it below. That out of the way, I do have a coffee link in my profile. So if you want to help keep this moving, let me know and buy me a coffee, as they say. What I've done this week is I've been working on these four guys. These are the original Frostgrave, not Frostgrave, Silver Bayonet animals. They came out with Canada, I believe. A lot of them obviously are from Frostgrave and some other. This is a Reaper miniature dragon turtle or large snapping turtle, which we're going to go with. I did magnetize it. And this is Reaper's miniatures, and I forgot what I was going. I had a little girl who wanted to look for something and had to do the third degree on me. So working with Army Painter Ruddy Browns from the darkest to the third one up, and this is including the Blanche paint. Just a second, please. And he's going to start having some ochres and possibly a highlight of an ivory, and pinks and ivories for the mouth. These are basically done. I'm going to do probably a brown wash and then do another highlight on these guys to kick them up, doing the horns on the moose and the polar bear. I've been looking at pictures of the polar bear on internet, and I found, or I seemed to feel like the colors underneath the polar bear had a yellow orange tint, and that is obviously going to be painted over with white and grays. And then we'll do the highlight on the eyes and mouth and nose type of stuff. So enjoying this, and it's nice to get these. Now these I received when Canada was published, and so that's been for a couple of years. Got them as a late Christmas present, early birthday present, and very pleased that I did, but I'd not done anything with them. And so been based up for a long time, nothing had happened to them, and in hindsight I can see where I needed to clean up some of the mold lines a little bit better, and that happens. But that's what I got done. The miniatures I had finished for and revealed last week, the black dog, the deserters, for Silver Bayonet, I did get varnished, and so I'm happy to say about that. And of course, I've been fine all morning. Then I start talking or something, and all of a sudden I've got a cough every 10 seconds. And that's how my painting's been going. Been happy with it, very, very much so. The games not happening, hasn't happened. I hope to have a couple of games going over before the 5th. That's when I have to go back to work or back to school. So the other thing is watching. I've been watching a lot of Demon Slayer, The Witcher, and I started Barbarians, which is a subtitle on Netflix, and I'm enjoying that. Getting more into the historical stuff, and I think there's potential there for good game. I did finish reading finally, or just recently, Kobolds and Cobblestones, a new rule set by, or the Osprey rule set. I'm going to be looking at a Latham is his last name rule set published by Osprey, where they, well, hang on. Broken Legions by Latham is the author's last name. He's written several games, and this was in the mid-teens that it was published by Osprey. Has potential. The Kobolds and Cobblestones was not for me. I didn't care for the fact that you had to buy a specific hero or choose a specific hero of a certain color, red or black. You use a set of cards to, which I thought was a brilliant idea, to determine your movement, your die roll, the events, all that stuff. And the suit, the red suit, black suit, would be how your alignment for where you were. It's a type of gang warfare. I think if the game were done today, where you could build up your hero to a certain point level, and then from that by your team, it would have potential and work very well. Osprey does not watch this channel and does not listen to me, and the author of Kobolds and Cobblestones definitely doesn't. And I'm sure they've had that suggested before and they've moved on. So, but this Unbroken Legions or Broken Legions, yes, by last name Latham. He also writes some fiction. Has potential. I don't know if I'll do anything with it, but I'm reading it. I'm enjoying it. Now the idea of it I find intriguing because it is true. You buy your guys, you make your team, you go have conflict than you do with another team. There's wandering monsters that attack either your forces or the opponents or both, and I think it would work that way, and it would work well, based off of a D10 system. So it's swingy, but not horribly swingy, and I'm excited about that. The thing that I got for Christmas, or the things that I got for Christmas, were AK 3rd Gen acrylics. It has 4 paints, and my wife picked this up for me, and have enjoyed the AK 3rd Gen stuff that I've used, and so paint is expanding a little bit, and I'm happy with that. Then she also got me the Frostgrave first edition, and which prompted me to tell her, hey, listen, that's the first edition. Do you mind if I go ahead and buy the second edition, which is the most current? And she said, sure. So I did find a used copy on eBay that I'm going to be getting. Then she got me Advanced Spellcraft and Mortal Enemies. And I had forgotten about this, but I picked up the Kindle version all stuff that you can see there's a theme going on. I have the coughs, and I don't have a easily accessible mute on my camera. So great, looking forward to this. And I liked the idea because of the solo version of this, and very excited about that. Also, they have an Egypt book. The monsters I'm interested in, but the book per se I'm not so. But I don't know. So I'm very happy about Italy. I'm very happy about the original one, and I like some of the monsters in the Britain, but I don't know if I'll do that one. So we have Mortal Enemies, which I got all of these idea of playing solo with, and I have a couple ideas about being a solo scenario generator type thing for it, which I'll get written up and see what can happen with that. It's a beautiful book. I had heard this, and and it has that new book smell still, which I don't know unless you buy from a bookstore that has someone who smokes or something, and all your books smell like the smoke of the or cats of the store, which has happened to me before, but that's sort of funny. The very, very, very cool book, and I think kicks the game up a notch. There's also some wonderful monsters. There they are. Just really, really cool. And that is my Christmas haul. And she did get me also the book by Ivan Sorensen, where Forgotten Ruin, which is based on fiction by, I don't know the author's name, where you are rangers and you go to another plane, and it turns to be a magical plane. So as your guys and gals spend more time there, they get mutated and can possibly become different creatures or gain different abilities. It shows like it has potential, and I also see it possibly having an expansion in the future, but nothing's been officially announced. That was my Christmas haul. Very pleased with it, very happy, and I hope all of you who do this hobby had got something that you were looking forward to and got to spend time with friends and family or people that you love. So thank you, and thanks for watching. And again, as I said earlier on, thank you very much to everyone who's liked and subscribed. Hope you made it this far and got to see everything and share some of the let me share with you some of the excitement and things that I like about this hobby. So there's going to be a few more stuff popping up this week, and I'll have some stuff for early next week. But thank you very much, and have a great week, and happy hobby, or happy gaming too if you get a chance.